All right, so today's date is the 24th, 2/24. I'm going to ask you to copy these notes and then upload them to your to the Canvas for points. So make sure you take these notes down. All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about is a percent. Okay. So a percent is written, like 25%, right? But does anybody know or remember, because I think I showed you this at the beginning of the school year, does anybody remember 25% is written how as a decimal? How do you write 25% as a decimal? Does anybody remember or know how do I write 25% as a decimal? Anybody? That would be a fraction. Adele, very good. That is the correct answer for a fraction. But I'm looking for a decimal. Looking for a decimal. Yes. So the decimal would be 0.25. Very good. Very good, guys. Very good. I'm seeing some chatter in the chat, which is good. Okay, what if it's 88%? What would that be as a decimal?
0.88.
Yep, 0.88. Very good. Okay, here's a tricky one. What if I write 50%? What is 50% written as a decimal?
$0.50.
Yeah, so you can write it as 0.50, or some kids write it as 0.5. They'll drop that last zero, and it's okay to drop the last zero, okay? So you can write it either or. All right, cool. What if I give you 7%? 7%. What would be 7% written as a decimal? Yes, Belen. It would be 0.07. So there's a zero right there in front of the number 7, okay? If you wrote it as 0.7 without a zero, you're actually talking about 70%. So be very careful. When it's 70%, then we write it as 0.7, okay? 70% is 0.7. If we write it as 0.07, then it would be 7%. So notice a difference here. If it's just a single number, it would be the zero in front. Why? I like to use the word deep, like deep sea, deep trouble. So if I have the percent 7%, I need to move the decimal 2 times, because there's 2 E's, to the left to make it into a decimal. So the D stands for decimal, the P stands for percent. So in a number, that like a normal number like this, the decimals are in the back, okay? And then we move it 2 times to the front, 1 and a 2. And then this space right here, we add a 0. So it would be 0.07, because we have to fill in that space with a 0. If it's 70%, the decimal's already in the back right here, always in the back. They're always in the back. We're going to move it 2 times to the left, 1, 2. So now the decimal's in front of the 7, and you can't have that 0 in the back. So this is why when we have 7%, we add that 0 in the front, and when we have 70%, we don't need to. There's no need for that extra 0. Okay, any questions on percent to a decimal? Any questions on percent to a decimal? All right, let me just have you guys work on, before I give you the assignment, or the first part of the assignment, turn 16%, 40%, and 9% into a decimal. Do these 3 real quick in your notebook. Do these last 3, 16%, 40%, and 90%. as a decimal, please? All right. So the second part of today's lesson is we're going to dive into discount. This is Miss Lamelli's favorite math topic of all times, discount. Does anybody know why this would be Miss Lamelli's favorite topic of all for math? Way better than subtraction, I have to tell you. Well, I'm sure you've all been to the store, and when you see like in big letters, sale, 30%, yes, we get to go shopping and you spend less money. Exactly. So thank you for participating, guys. So for discount, it means I get to go shopping, but better yet, there's money to be saved. I get to save money because if there's a discount, that means something is going to cost me less. Okay? So discount is when you save money. Who doesn't like to save money, right? I do. All right. So what is something that, let's say I can't find the new PlayStation 5. I've tried everywhere. Can't find it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to buy, write this down, the PlayStation 4. Okay? And I'm thinking that the PlayStation 4 cost about $460, right? Guesstimating. But when I go to the store, and because the PlayStation 5 is out, what they're doing is that they're having it is on sale for 40% off because they want to get everybody. Well, we're going to break it down, though. We're going to break it down. So we have a PlayStation that costs $460. But you walk into the store and there are like big signs that says 40% off all PlayStation 4. And you're like, okay, maybe I'll take that because I can't find the PlayStation 5, right? It's all sold out. So 40% off. That means I'm going to save 40%. Well, I'm going to always ask you these two questions. How much do you save? Question mark. How much do, wait, no, I'm sorry, not this one. What is the new price? Okay, so there are always going to be two questions with discount. How much do you save and what is the new price? So like if we have a really long word problem and it starts off like, Susie is saving her allowance and birthday money. She wants to buy the new PlayStation 4 that costs $460. She goes to the store and sees that it is 40% off. How much does Susie save? How much will Susie spend? Like they throw it into like a really long word problem, right? And that's what kids have the trouble with. It's like it's super long and you're just like, well, what do you want me to do? You're like, just tell me. Well, I'm about to tell you right now. All right. So the first step number one is you are going to take your price of whatever you're buying and you're going to multiply it by the percent written as a decimal. Okay? So take your price, multiply it by your percent written as a decimal. This will give you how much you are going to save. Okay? That's your first step. Step number one is to take your price and you're going to multiply it by your percent. And that answer is going to give you how much you're going to save, which will answer the first part. Okay. Then step number two. Okay. Step number two will always be You're going to take your price again, and you're going to subtract. I know I hate subtracting, but whatever. You're going to subtract how much you're going to save. So the answer to the first part, you're going to use it in the second step. This will tell you your new price. Make sure you're writing this down, everybody. It's super important. I'm literally telling you what you're always going to be doing with the discount problems. Step number 1, multiply. Step number 2, subtract. Step number 1, multiply. Step number 2, subtract. All right. So this is like, you're always going to do this for discount, okay? So now let's apply it to the problem we just did. So step number 1, you're going to take your price. What is my price? $460. Okay, so step number 1, take $460 and multiply it by my percent. Well, my percent is 40%. How do I write 40% as a decimal? What is 40% as a decimal?
0.40.
Yes, so it is 0.40, or you can write it as 0.4 and drop that last zero. You can drop that last zero. All right. For sake of everybody's sanity, grab those phones, open up your calculator, okay? Then take 460 times 0.4 or 0.40. Point, decimal, it already adds that zero there, 40. Hit equal sign. That's your answer to the first step. Okay, so I'm asking you to use your calculator. So type in the 460 times this number, 0.04, 0.40, and that is 184. That represents how much I'm going to save. So I'm going to save $184. Woohoo! Is that how much I'm going to pay though? Nope. That's how much I'm going to save. So your second step, step number 2, is you're going to take your price, which is 460, and you're going to subtract 184. So you're going to take your price and you're going to subtract 184. You have your calculator out. If you want to do it by hand, feel free to. You have your calculator, you go 460 minus 184 equals 276. So this, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is my new price. So instead of paying $460 for the PlayStation 4, I end up paying $276 before taxes. But it's a lot of savings, right? I'm saving $184. That's a lot of money. That's a lot. I could probably buy some games, right? All right. What's something that you guys want to buy that's like kind of expensive? What's something that you guys are interested in buying right now? Name something you guys are interested in buying. That's probably a little on the expensive.
A skate ramp.
A skateboard? Is that what you said?
A skateboard ramp.
Skateboard ramp. All right. Let me see if I can find that.
What about a controller? What about a controller for the PlayStation?
Ah, yes, maybe.
Like for an extra one.
Yes. Okay. We'll see how many examples we can get done in class. The first one I heard was a skateboard ramp. That's what I'm searching for right now. I also see PC. What kind of PC? Narrow it down. I'm just wondering if I'm going to find the price of a ramp on the website. Maybe let me go to Amazon. Best selling skateboard ramps. Let's see. I'm going to do a new share. This. All right, I got some different things. You guys can see the Amazon page, right? Oh, yeah. Hmm. Oh, this is the one I want. I want number 15. Yeah, I can totally do like a bunch of tricks on this one. Totally. Let's spend all our money on this ramp. Deal? All right. So, how much does number 15 cost?
$429.
Wow. Wow. For a ramp, guys. Crazy.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. I didn't know how much they were until you guys. This is pretty cool because I'm actually learning something new. I didn't know that the skateboard ramp cost I mean, they range from like a couple hundred. All right, so let's write that down. So we're gonna say that the skateboard ramp cost $429, but because it's a Wednesday, because it's a Wednesday. Oh my god, that was oh god, it's the longest week. Okay, because it's a Wednesday, it's on sale for 15% off. Yay, 15% off. Yay, we're gonna save some money here. Okay, 43. Okay, we're good. Okay, so what's our first step? What do we have to do first? What's step number 1?
Multiplication?
Yep. So we're going to take our price of $429 and we're going to multiply it by 15%, but we got to write 15% as a decimal. So how do I take 15% and write it as a decimal? What's 15% as a decimal? Yes, thank you, Araceli. 0.15. Calculator time. Grab your calculator. If you don't have a phone, you can just open up a new tab on your iPad, right? Search for a calculator and just plug it in. 429 times 0.15 equals, $64.35 is how much I'm going to save. I'm going to save $64.35. Okay? Now, our second step, what do we do in our second step? You're going to minus 429. So the first numbers are the same. Now the second number, I'm going to take the new number, 6435. Now I want you to line up the decimals, add those zeros, please. We still got to write it out as we would if we did it by hand. So 429, I would add the decimal and the zeros, and notice how I line up the 6435 to the side over here. It doesn't go right underneath. Okay, so make sure you're lining up your decimals correctly. Take your calculator. Let's see if your answer is correct. 429 minus 64.35. That's what I got. Cool. So it's 364.65. This is my new price. Any questions so far? So again, first step, multiply. Second step, subtract. All right. So in the chat, I saw PCs, so let's see. I'm assuming you guys want the gaming PCs.
I heard those things go up to like $2,000.
Yes, it's ridiculous.
Some of them goes up to 5,000.
I have one. It's not a PC, but I have a laptop that costs $2,000.
Yeah.
$2,000.
I mean,
Most PCs cost 15,000 to 20,000. It depends on what you install on them.
Oh my.
It depends by the parts.
Yeah, as well. If you get like the really good ones, they cost more. But if you get like the really bad ones, they're like it's gonna cost less because they're really bad. Not a lot of people use them.
Right. So I'm here. I'm going to shop at Best Buy, and These are gonna be super expensive. I mean, I was shocked to know. Okay, $1,000, and you just get this. You don't even get the monitor. Where's the mouse? I mean, seriously.
You have to put it together.
What? I don't have time for that. And
Yeah,
then,
you have to build it all. Like, it doesn't. You can also buy them like pre-built.
right.
Yeah.
And then I learned first period, the RTX. I learned what that is first period. And I was just like, what? Huh?
Oh yeah, I have that on my computer. I have the RTX.
Oh, it's like a part, like the main thing that displays the whole thing to the game. Told me they could go up to 5,000 nowadays because of the 30 series.
Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take two. I don't know.
Whoa,
Just kidding. No.
that's so.
I mean, some of these prices are like rent. It's like what people pay for rent, and you're gonna buy it for a PC and buy a car. Yeah, it's expensive. Buy a house, buy a car. Yes, exactly. Invest your money, kids.
Shop Honey for you can get a discount too.
Yes, we're gonna totally have a discount.
Oh look, this one has save $16.
Whoa,
Mr.
kids!
Beast.
Look at that. We're already saving $16. Woo!
That's awesome.
Man, we should buy 3 because we're already saving $16. I mean, come on, no brainer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Oh my goodness, kids! I can't believe it. I can't believe these prices. And for some of us, including myself, who are not into gaming, and you look at these prices, and I'm just like, what? How can something be so expensive? And you're not even done building it, right? You're gonna change.
Yeah, it comes like it's just like they probably pre-built it like that, but they just mail it to you in like pieces, and you have to build it like a Lego.
That's cool.
Unless you build it yourself, you can save up like $300 more.
You also need the gaming chair.
Oh, and then I need a gaming chair. You're right.
You need a gaming chair. You need a monitor. You need a keyboard, and you need a mouse.
So
And
you're
a mouse
telling me
pad.
I need a second job then.
Second job. Just to afford that.
You don't need a gaming chair. You can always use one of those chairs to go to the beach with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna spend 15 hours on that chair gaming. Oh yeah, totally not gonna kill my back.
I mean, I'm already.
You could use a wooden chair.
All right.
You could just use a normal chair.
Exactly. I don't need a headrest.
No, it's too comfy. Regular chairs are too comfy. Something less comfy.
What about a rock? A cold rock?
That's perfect.
That's perfect. A real cold rock.
All right, kids, let's go back to this one. This will be our last problem for the day. So we have a PC that costs $1,263.99, but it's on sale for 40. No, not 40. Let's do what should we do? Let's do 50% off because the memory card is low and there's not enough gigabytes, and the graphics card is just subpar. Ugh, it's not gonna handle my game.
That's actually not the price.
Why not? Okay, that's fine.
That was the price they showed after they did the $16 big save discount.
But because we are like super awesome hardcore gamers, they're gonna give us 50% off. Because we're gonna you know why? Because we're gonna do a plug and we're gonna what is it called? Yeah, we're gonna mention them. And so they're gonna it's like they pay us, you know all those social media people get paid.
A
right?
sponsor.
You're gonna add
Roblox. I play Roblox, and they're gonna give me a 15% discount.
Exactly.
60% discount. Sponsor.
I'm sponsored, so they're giving me 50% off. All right, kids, so plug it into your calculator before we leave. Let's go. 1263.99 times 0.5. All right, so here there's a 5 right here. So the 5 tells the 9 to go up. You round up. So it becomes a 10, which means I bring 1 over, which means this becomes a 10, which means it 1 over, so this becomes a 2. So when we round, we get $632 when we round. So the second step is to take 1,263.99 and subtract $632 because we have to round. So how much is this PC gonna cost me after I get sponsored and can save 50%? $631.99. I'll take 5 and raffle them off to the best students in period 2.
I know. I found it. It's yeah, I got that
You
as
got
well.
that? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So just a reminder that I'm taking attendance based on the do now. So if you haven't done that, do it right now because it's time to take attendance when you guys leave. I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll do more discount tomorrow, see what else we can buy. So think of things that you want
Okay.
to buy. Bye,
This
guys.
one's fun.
Yay, that's my favorite. It's my favorite.
Mr. Melly.
Yes.
Buy the RTX 3090.
Yes. Yes, we'll do that tomorrow.
Miss Lamelli,
Yes.
how about this?
What is
I just sent you in chat.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. I'm sure we can do that. That would only cost us like billions and billions and trillions of dollars to do that.
Wait, what? What did he ask for, Miss Melly?
He just wanted the stars, the moons, the planets, everything.
Oh yeah, just a moon. Yeah, just that. Nothing
No big
too
deal.
bad. Nothing too big. Yeah, nothing too
There, I put
expensive.
it in chat.
2 planets and build a slide between them. How does that work?
Well, trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars, everybody.
Yeah,
It
really
works with
crazy.
logic. Need to go to the moon. It works because it works. There's the logic.
course,
Don't worry
of
about
course.
the
Why can't we just buy the government? Simple as that. Just buy the government.
Some already
And
have.
over.
All right, third period starts at 9:51, everybody. 9:51. Go ahead and go.